I'm Liz from Leisuredays Insurance. Thankfully at Leisuredays we don't receive too many fire-related insurance claims, but when we do, the damage caused can often be very extensive and very costly. So it's important to take some basic fire safety precautions to prevent the worst from happening. In this video we're going to share some fire safety tips for when holidaying at your static caravan or lodge, or if you hire out your unit. First of all, it's worth investing in a few essential fire safety items that you can keep close by in case of a fire in your caravan or to provide an early warning. Newer caravans will already be fitted with a smoke alarm and a carbon monoxide detector. If you don't have these, be sure to buy some. And make sure you do test them regularly and at least every time you visit your holiday caravan. Also have some spare batteries on hand in case they run low. In fact, it's a good idea to replace every season, as highlighted in our spring checks video. It's also recommended to have a 1 kilogram or 2 pound minimum capacity dry powder fire extinguisher inside your holiday home at all times. Plus it's worth having a fire blanket near the hob and oven and to familiarise yourself with how to use one. These could be a potential lifesaver, but should only be used to quickly put out small fires no bigger than a small waste paper bin. Remember never to use a powder extinguisher, or a water one for that matter, on a pan of fat or oil. Only use a fire blanket on a pan or on minor cooking fires. If you don't think your efforts to control a fire are working, make sure you get out quickly and call the fire service. Then make sure you safely raise the alarm amongst neighbouring caravans and make park staff aware. Check the expiry date on your fire extinguisher, and if it doesn't have one, it's a good idea to replace it after 5 years. Cooking on a barbecue is a great way to enjoy the outdoor space at your holiday caravan. But with this extra heat and possible flames, there's always a risk of fire, so it's important to take a few extra precautions to make sure your barbecue or even outdoor heating doesn't cause any damage to your holiday caravan or your decking. First, always check the park's policy on the use of barbecues, fire pits and outdoor heaters, and indeed if they're allowed by your park or if they have any restrictions on where they can be used. Some parks might not allow these on verandas or decking and might ask you to only use on hard standing patios. Make sure lit barbecues and heaters, particularly portable ones, are never left unattended and are only used in designated well ventilated areas. Never take these inside your caravan, or even try to move them around when lit or still hot, or place them too close to the caravan sidewalls and decking balustrades. A fireproof mat placed under your barbecue or heater will help to protect your decking from fire, heat damage or hot food. Follow park guidelines when disposing of barbecue coals or disposable barbecues if they're allowed. Make sure hot coals are completely out and cold before disposing of any embers, and allow your barbecue to fully cool before storing away or putting a cover on it. Do not put coals into rubbish bins inside your caravan, in the park's rubbish bins, or leave on or close to your decking. Heat resistant cooking gloves when handling hot pans and accessories, both indoors and when cooking outdoors, will prevent any burns or accidents which could then lead to a fire. Also using heat resistant mats to place hot dishes and trays down when taking them out of the oven or off the hob will avoid any burns to worktops. Fireproof bags or pouches made from flame retardant material will help protect your important documents or valuables in case of a fire. Make sure all your caravan's gas and electric appliances are checked each year by a registered gas safe engineer and replace any appliances where necessary. This includes checking the valves and gas cylinders are fitted correctly and that they're turned off when not in use. If you're hiring out your caravan, you must keep a record of the gas safety check. When buying a second-hand static caravan, check the age of electrical appliances such as fridge, freezers, and make sure they're in a good working order. Avoid using low-cost imported phone chargers, as these can easily overheat. Only use the charger and power cable recommended by the manufacturer. Cheap chargers or cables are likely to breach UK safety standards, and the use of poor quality components could increase the risk of fire in your caravan. When in use, make sure cables aren't tightly packed so they don't overheat, and when done, unplug them. Avoid charging mobile devices, computers and game consoles for long periods, and the best advice is not to leave them plugged in overnight or when you're out. Only use laptops on hard surfaces so they can ventilate, and don't cover any devices with pillows, bedding or clothing. Don't leave your pans on the hob unattended, and keep matches and lighters out of reach of children. Also avoid smoking in your holiday caravan if possible, and never leave portable heaters or lit candles unattended. It's important to be careful where you toss your cushions from your bed or sofas or dressing gowns on an evening. If they get too close to a heater, then there's a risk they could set alight. Similarly, don't put clothing or towels over electric heaters or lamps or too close to gas or even electric fires. It might seem obvious, but switch off heaters, cooking appliances and other electrical items before going to bed or when leaving your holiday caravan after your stay. If you hire out your holiday caravan, make sure you leave clear fire safety instructions to holidaymakers and that they're aware of any fire risks and know what to do in the event of a fire. So there are some important fire safety tips to prevent the chances of a fire in your pride and joy. Remember, a fire will spread at an alarming rate in a static caravan, so your first priority has to be to get everyone out safely and quickly. Make sure you have a fire escape plan and that everybody knows it. We hope you found this video useful. Please like and share, and for more static caravanning hints and tips, and for more information about our static caravan insurance cover, why not head on over to the Leisuredays website. Thanks for watching and take care.